Up here in Canada, we've got some really nice beaver, and lots of it. Sometimes we get more beaver than we know what to do with. We get into our homes, our places of business, and we have to chase them out. When you're chasing beaver, nothing refreshes like an ice-cold, easy-drinking Molson Canadian. How's it going there, Steve? Molson Canadian, what to drink when you're chasing beaver.
Welcome to No Enemies Here, the show, where we talk about Canada and how much beaver we got. I mean, this nation was created on beaver. I'm telling you. Check the Hudson's Bay Company. They had more beaver than they can... Yeah! You know what I'm saying? And in that respect, there's a band called Primus that I really enjoy, and Les Claypool is the bassist, and I'm the guitarist, and the drummer. These guys are savage musicians with a sense of humor, and they have a tune called Winona's Big Brown Beaver. Check it out. It's really good. So, the big news is I'm getting ready for the sale. Yeah, I gotta get ready, and they gotta do the show, put it out, get the sale, get it happening. And please support the sale. Please. It's gonna help me move on. Other than that, what do we have here? On the Chit Show last week, Artie was selling some games. He sold 8 games, but it took like 20 minutes. So basically the whole show of the Chit Show is gonna be me selling games for an hour. Or an hour 15, whatever happens. We got Ken from Seek Out. I think we're gonna have Meandering Mike. He still didn't send his video. We got Kilroy shooting off his mouth. And yeah. So the show is gonna start, and hopefully you listen, subscribe, and support this channel.
Here at Noble Knight Games, we've been carefully growing the world's largest selection of tabletop games, going on 25 years now. From fresh-picked new releases to finely aged vintage classics and hard-to-find imports, you can buy, sell, trade, and play with us at our store in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Or shop online 24/7 from anywhere in the world, just like nature intended. Growing fresh daily at Noble Knight Games.
Here we go with the crux of the show.
You understand, you fucking wacko? You're cracking up.
What he doesn't understand is that I've cracked up a long time ago. So here we go. Here we go. Agility Snips gaming table has 3 videos. Enemy activity picking up a bit. He's playing Fields of Fire. Already I'm messed up, you see.
You're cracking up.
Vietnam Mission 2 Part 3. And also Sabotage Madness. He says AS Persona. Part 2 of In the Shadows by GMT. And going back to Fields of Fire, the deluxe edition, of course. Vietnam Mission 2 Part 4, Fields of Fire. And we're tuned showing us one video on its ships of war. Episode 21, HMS Hermes, 1924, versus HIJMS Hosho, so his something international Japanese or something, not international, imperial Japanese. That's what's happening on Andrew Chew's channel. Artie of ARDWULF'S Lair has 2 videos plus a billion. I'm only taking the live shot because, hey, I'm in it. Why wouldn't I do that? Self-promotion. Who's gonna promote me if it ain't self-promotion? So the Chit Show with Dan and Artie. I'm Dan. See? Self-promotion. Artie sells war games. Yes, he did. And I'm selling war games this coming Sunday. Please check it out. I'm not gonna put the ad that I put on Facebook, but I will put it on the end of this video, just so I don't interrupt the goodness. And then there's Counterclipping episode 218, Rebooting Your War Game, Examining Fresh Starts. That's my life. Fresh starts. The Chief and Scott of Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. AMC The Walking Dead number 20. Kimberkill, actual play, and he says, be careful, it's not for children. The man, famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, has 1 video, and it's Stellar Horizons 2 Part 9 on Calandale this week. And on Camp Sawyer we have, again, 1 video on its Panzer North Africa Scenario 75, 2nd Alamein. It's Operation Supercharge, turns 19 and 20, closing in on the end. Camp Sawyer. The man with the hair, Carl Walmsley, is showing us 1 video and it's Wargaming 1 versus 1 or teams or groups of teams. Well, teams could be fun. I like teams. I'm a team player. On Carl Walmsley. Jimmy James of Castle Archon has 2 videos and he's telling you why you should be playing Fighting Sail. And then in his other video, he's telling you why everyone, this guy tells a lot, should be using GURPS Conan Sourcebook on Castle Archon. Charlie Charles, the One-Eyed Jack, Latora, and Paisan is on video with 4 videos this week, and it's Orc Goblins versus Elves and Humans, and turn 2, both sides have taken casualties. Then Habsburg Eclipse, I like that game. Turn 7, new phone arrived. I gotta get a new phone. And a 5.2 Earthquake also arrived. 5.2, huh? I'll shake you up. Plus, turn 3 of Orcs and Goblins, Ogres versus Humans, Elves, Giant Weasels. I went to school with you weasels. And OSG Quatre Bras, all set up on Charlie Charles of One-Eyed Jack, Latora. Cody Carlson, PhD. I wanted to leave it this way. The Flensburg government, Nazi Germany. Now it's funny that he's doing this because I'm gonna watch this. I watched the economics of the Third Reich, how they got this war machine going, because without money you got no war. You know what I'm saying? And when there's a war, people make money, so you know what I'm saying? So check out Cody Carlson, PhD. On Cold Bonsplit, we have an epic Stug 42. He says Warhammer 135 full build. Why Warhammer? I don't know. I'm not into Warhammer. But look, I look at his tanks, and this guy, he's clean, man. He's not like me. I'm horrible. Check him out. Dave of Dave's Gaming Cave, 2 videos, and both of them are on Thunderbolt Apache Leader, Iran 2014 Surge, Day 1 Part 1 Close Air Support, and Day 1 Part 2 Bombardment of Apache Leader, a DVG game. Great game. First game I bought coming back into war games was that one.
For the third Wednesday in April 2025, Seek Out and Play presents 4 examples from the Blitz in the East rulebook by Vento Nuovo Games. Examples include ground movement, attrition, advance after combat, and blitz. The video is designed to help those new to the game to understand the basic concepts of Blitz in the East. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
Brent, the Cajun Brent, mentioned in dispatches on the Armchair Dragoon, Season 14, Episode 11, Adepticon. It sounds like Otacon or 7Con or 8Con. Everything's a con these days. On Dragoon Commander, Armchair Dragoons. Eric's Table Napoleonic Battles, 2 videos, and it's BAR. I can never get it. Anyways, it is a Battle of Lobositz, 1756. It's a reboot. Also, the Battle of Moscow, 1812, at 12:40 p.m. exactly, turn, and part number 2 on Eric's Table Napoleonic's Battle, where you can get second-by-second information on the debauchery that happened. Flying Pig Games, 2 videos, and its April 2025 monthly update from Flying Pig Games, plus Relic Wars 4-player TTS playthrough. TTS. Teach? Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, that's what's happening with Flying Pig Games. The man with the best name in the world, Doug Weed, has 2 videos on Gamer's Closet, his YouTube channel. And it's the same game, and I think I saw it when I was young, and even then, I didn't want to play it. But he'll play it for you. And it's A Day with Ziggy. Review on how to play, and then the playthrough of A Day with Ziggy, the game, by Milton Bradley. Gamer Zach, 1 video, and it's the best new real-time tactical strategy games to play now in 2025, according to Gamer Zach. The Shiv, Gaming with Earl Bickford, 2 videos, and both of them are Axis Empires Part 14 and 15. He's been getting into this for a while, maybe 2 weeks. The Leonidas, and God, what a great heart this guy's got. This guy, this, you know, I wouldn't even consider him human, because humans don't come up to this guy's level in terms of empathy and sympathy and support. And I thank you very much, George, for your support. Incredible. Unwarranted. Here you go, Dan. You're just an incredible man. You can have any game or games that you want, because you're something. You're a good egg, George. And what I wanted to say, yeah, I wouldn't call you human. I would call you great energy particles. Leonidas, the ASL of Leonidas. Leonidas, the ASL. The Leonidas of ASL. What the hell am I trying to say? Okay, so George is giving you a masterclass on demolition charges. You want to know ASL? How to do demolitions? Watch the Leonidas of ASL. George Chiotis and that Faristo from my heart, George. Welcome to Discontent. Discontent. of discontent. Right? Discontent of discontent. Anyways, it's 7:30 in the morning. I just got up because my dog made some puking sounds, and so you're up. You should make an alarm with that. Dog puking. Or a cat hawking its fur. You'll get up. Oh, you will. All right, so you know what? I was trying to take some pictures of minis, and with the iPhone, it's no good. I'm going to have to set up the $600 camera I bought that I never use. I mean, really? Why? Because there's a little bit of a learning curve? Like, press this button to take a picture? And even that's too much for me. Relax. Relax, I say. Okay, let me show you my staff car, because I'm into modeling now, so I'm going to have a section on modeling. What do you want? Even on the Chit Show, which is going to be a sale, I'm going to be selling basically all my games. Well, no, not really. I'm going to keep games. And on the Chit Show, so 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And trust me, it's going to be good prices. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let me show you the staff car. Now, I'm looking at this first photo, and it just looks horrible. Like, the scratches, the amount of glue, especially on the exhaust pipes in front of the engine there. And I just remembered I have to finish my exhaust on this car. But anyways, after a little bit of sanding, some priming, you'll never even notice that. So here's the front of the car. Bad picture. I don't understand what's going on. But anyways, I covered the windshields and the windows because I didn't want any paint, or I didn't want to scuff them up. The windows, that is. So, ingeniously, I discovered that. What a genius. And I'm missing one headlight cap. Bloody hell. Here's the other side, which is a bit better. Everything had to be put in here. I'm talking about everything. Those little doorknobs on the inside were this big. You know? That's tiny. But anyways, let's go on with the back. This is a Mercedes. Everything is fine, though one light on the left is just a little bit crooked, and a handle on the right, I just noticed right now, is steeping too low. I no likey. Okay? Bah. Here is a German Panzer crew. This is the Normandy 1944 style. You know, even the Germans were stylish, let me tell you. The Wehrmacht. This is, again, 135. I'm always in 135 scale. I wanted these guys because I wanted some guys in the tanks themselves. So, let's go and see this. My minis, here's the, it's not finished, not painted. There's still a little bit of detail. As you can see, the gray soldier to your right has a handle there. Well, that handle carries some food stuff. Like the guy on your left, completely just above the milk can, it's like he's got some spaghetti, you know? And completely to your left in white, yes, I bought a Wehrmacht soldier on a horse. And I like the way the other guy is holding his Scheiße! It's a Schmeiser! MP40. But it's not a Schmeiser. But you know what I'm saying. Here are almost two finished guys and a not finished Pack 40. And completely at the end there, I made some sort of bunker out of sprue goo. I'll tell you what sprue goo is. I know Charles Latour is interested. He's going to be interested in sprue goo. No, whatever. It's what it is. Here, I'm going to make a lookout post. But I scaled by eye, so it's a big lookout post. Let's say that much, okay? Here we got some Wehrmacht, sleeping on the job. I had to get a few of those. I wanted some life. That's funny that I say that. Some life in sleeping soldiers in the diorama. So I think I'm having a great time with soldiers, minis. And the thing is that Tamiya, these are old, what they call old mold casts, right? So they're selling them for cheap, like $8, $6. I think I bought the horse and the other guy for like $6.99. And I mean, it's, you know what? I also bought not an engraving tool, but a scriber. Okay, so to indent more the lines so I can get more precise painting, because that's what's been happening, is that some of these old models with the old molds, they're not as crisp as today, so you can't get that fine line detail. Yeah, I'm becoming crazy. What do you want from me? I hear some more Wehrmacht. You're just buzzing around. There's my my staff, not my staff car. It's a little regular car, whatever. Here's a Highway of Death shot. There's the Kettenkraftrad. There's my Tiger. That's I think early Tiger. Look at the Kubelwagen. The Kubelwagen. All the I've got a Panzer Shrek there. I got some Panzer Fausts and all that stuff. So I'm gonna make it alive. Okay, alive. And Sprugu. Here we go. Sprugu is when you're finished clipping out all your models, you're left with the plastic, which basically you throw out. So if you get 100% acetone, which I buy at my dollar shop for like $3, and I fill a mason jar with that stuff, and I cut all the plastic, all the the sprue, I cut it into small pieces, dump it in, leave it, close it, leave it overnight, and when you come back tomorrow, you'll get something mushy. I mean, it has all melted. The plastic has completely melted, and it's a paste now, okay? And so you take that paste once it's done, and here I put it over cardboard, and I just spread it, and I made a wall. And you know what? World War II walls that have been shellacked by war, that looks great. Once painted, that's something else. Look, like, and back there I put the cardboard. That's where I put it on, and I just rip it out. That's it. Maybe I'll clean it up, but it's the back. You know what I'm saying? And here's my my 88. I finished I finished painting the gun itself, but I don't like it. It's in German blue. I don't like it. It's too blue. So that's why I didn't paint the carriage, right? And I'm gonna have to tape up the little wires you see there, because that's rubber and it's black, and I want to leave them black so I don't have to paint them at all. So I gotta tape that up. And so with that said, that's my my discontent. So don't forget the Chit Show help support my life. Help support this channel by buying some games and really good prices on the Chit Show Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, PM. Okay, so that's tomorrow as of the airing of this show. Peace.
For the third Wednesday in April 2025, Seek Out and Play presents 4 examples from the Blitz in the East rulebook by Vento Nuovo Games. Examples include ground movement, attrition, advance after combat, and blitz. The video is designed to help those new to the game to understand the basic concepts of Blitz in the East. Check out more videos when you subscribe to the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel. In addition, there is a monthly Speak Out and Play podcast, which you can find on Buzzsprout and Spotify. For just $2 per month, you can support the channel by becoming a Patreon member and see the videos and podcast 48 to 72 hours in advance. At least one new video is released every week on the Seek Out and Play YouTube channel, so I will see you next Wednesday.
GMT is live with Rachel Luke and Ananda Gupta. That rolls off the tongue. Ananda Gupta. Yep, it does. It's very good. And it's GMT Talk episode 16 with, again, Ananda Gupta. Hex to Hex continues playing France 1944 Part 1 in 4K if you got the capabilities to see that in 4K. Hex encountered 4 videos and he's playing Scram 60, red, white, and blue racing. Race number 12 playthrough. Then he gets into Purple Haze by Phalanx. Mission 2, and it's a gameplay. Then he plays Blue and Gray Deluxe Edition by Decision Games. Shiloh, gameplay part 2. And then he does something else. This guy, what's going on? Fighting Formations, 29th Infantry Division, a game by Chad Jensen, and it's the detailed first look. These are some of the games I will not be selling. I will not be selling my Chad Jensen games. I will not be selling my John Butterfield games. And that's that. On Hex Encountered. My favorite Frenchie Fred Serval, 2 videos on his live feed, and it's 1989 Dawn of Freedom Cold War CDG clash with Ava Foxtrot on Rally the Troops, and then he is going to play Napoleon's Last Gamble, Wargaming Waterloo campaign with Xxxv on HOLLANDSPIELE. The boss, Big Brother, the Overseer, ID Jester, he knows, has a slew of videos, and I just put in what? 1/8 of a percent. And here we have videos, and he's playing Machina Arcana, 3rd edition. Then he's draft and write record solo playthrough. He's being a manager of a band, if I'm not mistaken. Then he's Sentinels of the Multiverse. He's got a couple of videos, 3, 4 videos, 5 videos on that. And then he plays West Board Gaming new episode, What Has Happened to Gaming. Holy moly, this guy's all over the place. He knows. He knows where you've been. He knows what you're gonna do, where and when. And be careful when you go to the bathroom. Respect, Jim Ozarski. 2 videos this week. The attack on Malone for I Ain't Been Shot, Mum. And a grave day at the canal for I Ain't Been Shot, Mum. On Jim Ozarski. The quiet but formidable foe! Jonathan Townsend is back after many days, and he has 2 videos, and it's day 2 of 3 days of Gettysburg. And then, calling it a day on the 3 days Requiem for a Dream, but maybe So check out Jonathan Townsend, the soft-spoken but formidable foe, this week. Xxxv has 1 video, and it's comparing 2 more tactical games from the 18th century. So it's bayonet and musket, and the other one is Lobosits something, 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 and that's why you come here to get your news on Xxxv. KilRoyWasHere had the time to send a little video for us. The guy's a good guy, regardless of what his mother says. But anyways, the first video was Tiny Epic Games of Thrones, an unboxing and first look. Then my favorite segment, Coffee with Kilroy, Tales of War, Death of the Kingmaker at Battle of Barnet. I guess this is a English game. And then again, Coffee with Kilroy, We're Spoiled. Tales of War, Assassination of Abraham Lincoln. You know, we're crazy, man. Why would we want to play that game? Why don't we play a game like Plant a Seed, Grow a Flower? You know, something that's going to make you happy. No, here we're playing the assassination of Abraham Lincoln. You know, something's wrong with us. Blue and Gray by Decision Games, comparison with the deluxe version on KilRoyWasHere. Lock and Load Publishing, Friendly Fire, 411 World at War, 85. I just spoke with David, and I think we're going to have it on the Chit Show. Dave gets a bad rap for no reason at all. I mean, things happen. I know Dave gets a bad rap. Anyways, that's what's happening on Lock and Load Publishing. The man who looks like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production, that's 3 videos. And the first one is German U-boat helicopter. I don't know about that. But then buried tiger tank found in Italy. And the last Nazi election. I was watching that yesterday, but I got distracted. August 1945 on Mark Felton Production. Model Nerd. Ford GPA Seep, amphibious Jeep in Soviet use. Lend-Lease, that is. Tamiya 135 scale model. Look at that. Look at that. I'm not into the Russians yet. I'm going to get into the Americans after I do the Germans, because I'm really maxing out on the German stuff, which obviously had better equipment than the States at that time. So that's what's happening on Model Nerd. My Own Worst Enemy is checking out Compass Games Burma 1942-1945, an unboxing. Nangwaya, 2 videos. Start of Turn 3, Summer 1915 for SPI's World War I, 1914-1918. Then live stream talk, taking stock, and all that. Nangwaya, ladies and gentlemen, this week.
Well, I'm back. Here I am at the Changing Hands bookshop. Books over there, games on this side, and more importantly, here is the rack of older titles. A lot of strategy and tactics and some flats from SPI here, as you can see, and some GDW as well. And here's the update on the Wargamers shelves. See what comes in. I come in here on a regular basis and see what they have, drool, and sometimes pick up stuff here. So anyway, there is my update for today. Taking a look at the rack and seeing what they have. If you're interested, hey, let me know. Might be able to pick up something for you. Or you can just drive down here yourself. Hello all, I want to put a quick message out there during this, chaotic and uncertain times on the economy and politics, whatever. I'm not going to make it into that, but I am going to make it about Worthington Publishing. Yes, they have a sale going on. They're not like a good war gamer. They're not retreating, they're attacking, but they have a sale going on of several of their games on their site. So check out their site. I think you owe it to them. I think all of these are on, well, this I think is $25. This is $25. This is $25. Come on, everybody needs part of that, their Brigade Battle series. Good series. This Philadelphia 7070 is $10. I've covered that, so take a look at that. These are on sale. I'm not sure if all these are on sale. These are the new ones on sale. But a lot of stuff's on sale. I think this is on sale. This is on sale. This is on sale. So Lewisburg's on sale. I think some of their Sieges, Soviet, Dawn, excellent game. I have the original Victory Point games. That's on sale too. Get on over there, check it out. Well, this is the twofer here. I got a tank and some trains, or a train and a tank. Tank train. You see this every day. A little bit of a bonus here at the local VFW post right there. There we go.
Wow, these are some interesting looking counters. Is that who I think it is? I can't wait to punch out Dan.
Dan needs a video. There it is. Dan needs a video. Dan needs a video. Oh my God. Hey, cup of Joe. I don't got time for coffee. Dan needs a video. Dan needs a video. Dan needs a video. We're gonna find him one.
Nerd Workshop has one video, and it's Mike Bertuccelli's Learning the Game Wolfpack. It's live with Mike Bertuccelli, Mark Herman, and the Overseer, Big Brother, ID Jester. Prasuta Goose, the Orwell Wargamer, one video, and it's an unboxing and overview of battlefields of Napoleonic Wars. Ingenioso Hidalgo. A game by Paolo Mori and Alessandro Zucchini. What's the Ingenioso Hidalgo? Okay. All right, this is what's happening on Prasuta Goose. For our Italian wargamers. The Professor, Mr. Riccardo Mazzini, has two videos, actually one video, and it's Wargame Academy 001, I pezzi del gioco, meaning the gameplay pieces, or the game pieces. It's just more elegant in Italian. Everything is more elegant in Italian. Look at me, I'm Italian. Stephen Dolges, 4 videos. Red Strike, a review. Then, a coverage to come. What about lifestyle game fatigue? Well, Steve, you're putting out games like crazy, videos like crazy, obviously fatigue. But I get what you're saying. Then talking about Coin, Part 1, The Triumph of Fire in the Lake. The Triumph of Fire in the Lake, a game that I shall be selling. Plus, talking about Coin, Part 2, critiquing a cavalcade of coin games. Go ahead, Stephen. I'm listening. But, ooh, I don't know if I can hold my focus that long. 2 hours and a half. On Stephen Dolges. Storm of Steel Wargaming has one video, and it's Salute 52 Show Report 2025. And look at that tank. That is the first German tank of World War I. Do I still have it? No, I don't have it. I gave it to Carl Parazzi because he's giving me so many games. Well, I'm going to charge him. Are you crazy? Come on. Guy's a mensch. And for everybody else in this world, the curly-haired icon of technical proficiency, STUKAJOE. Take it easy, good-looking guy. And his Back to the Box, New Cold War on STUKAJOE this week. And he's, look at that t-shirt, Maron. All right, I'm gonna have to see about that. On STUKAJOE, ladies and gentlemen, this week. Welcome to the GMT update, and you know what? Give me a second here because I gotta check my sound. My sound is good. Good sound. All right, so let's do the monthly update perusal. April 2025. Now, news from Gene. Big wording stuff. There's a lot of stuff he has to say. So he says, bite the elephant in the room, obviously tariffs. Another question is, why not just start printing in the US? He explains it, but it's logical. They've been doing their stuff in China, so they don't have anything set up in the States. Capiche? And that's what it is. So game pricing. Okay. Their costs have increased by 145%. All right. Worldwide availability of our games. He has an action plan. Okay, and there's a 25%, GMT 25 is the code for a, it must go in the special offers code type thing. And it's a 25% discount, something about a 25% discount. Check it out. Okay, man, there's a lot of stuff. Oh my god, okay. Eek. So, like, for example, I think there's, like, Panzer, expansion number 4. A tariff surcharge is $1.55. So, look, it's not the end of the world, but, what can I tell you? So, that's it. And, okay, so Golden Geek Award finalists. Okay, he says getting back to the fun stuff. So, the GMT games that are Golden Geek Award finalists this year are Category 2. Category, 2-player game, A Jest of Robin Hood by my favorite Frenchie Fred Serval. Solo game, I, Napoleon by Ted Racer. And war game category, A Jest of Robin Hood, I, Napoleon, Rebel Fury, Red Dust Rebellion, Tanto Monta, and Vijayanagara. Right? So congratulations, he says, and everything is just wonderful. Okay, so let's see here. They have a new Great War Commander item from HEXES in the warehouse, and it's Great War Commander strategy cards expansion for, I guess, World War I. Yeah, Great War. So that's it. And so GMT will be at Origins June 18th to 22nd. They have a large slate of demo events lined up. Jason Carr, Armchair Dragoons, Jason and Anara. Jason, yeah, I forget his name. But Anara Gupta. Jason Matthews. Anara Gupta, I can't forget. Herman Latman's gonna be there. Perry Silverman will demo Illusions of Glory. The lists of game events that they're running at Origin is Combat Commander, and I see 2 in parentheses, I guess 2 demos. Commanding Colors Ancients, Congress of Vienna, A Jest of Robin Hood, Holland 44, Illusions of Glory, In the Shadow, The Plum Island Horror, Red Dust Rebellion, and obviously Twilight Struggle. Alright. So, here's a great picture of Mark Herman, Charles Vassie, and the beautiful Harold Buchanan. Wow. How much fun is that, man? Hey? It's just a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Playtester wanted for Next War Supplement number 4. Go on the GMT website, go on to their monthly update thing, and click on mitchell.land@outlook.com. Fields of Fire Volume 3 playtesting Arnhem 1944, so check it out. Okay. And I'm just going real quick here. So, designer interviews. GMT talks with Anada Gupta, obviously of Twilight Struggle, Imperial Struggle, and lead designer for digital edition of Mr. President. Also, Legendary Tactics, a video interview with Jason Matthews. Okay, let's see. The new editions, Drachen, Reconnaissance at Verdun 1916, that's new. And a third printing of the U.S. Civil War, I think by Mark Simonich. I could be mistaken. So, Draken, Reconnaissance at Verdun 1916 is a volume 2 in Volko Ruhnke's Recon series that began with Coast Watchers. Similar use of hidden positions, blocks, and chit pull maximize secrecy. Over 2 to 4 turns, you can play out of the reconnaissance struggle ahead of each historical offensive with this iconic trench battle. So, yeah. And, okay, GMT Day on the War Room. The War Room, that's with the Overseer, the Boss, and Big Brother, ID Jester, and I don't know who else is going to be there as co-hosts, but Gene Billingsley will be there. The subject is how to make 2025 a great year for you to wargame. Ruff remembers Nate's notes, so Nate's gonna be there, and Jester's Gems, plus questions for Gene. This is happening in or on the War Room. The War Room 4, it says 4/19, oh, April 19th, for God's sakes. At 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, don't forget GMT East 2025 in Schenectady, New York, April 24th to 27. It's $100. And you get snacks and stuff and dancing people, okay? And you know what? That's about it, because Gene had a lot to say about the tariffs and how to get around that and not shaft everybody. So, with that said, that's the GMT update for April 2025. The Board Game Chronicles, 2 videos, it's Race to Berlin, 2nd edition, example of play. Then Fields of Fire, deluxe edition. Cube for Me storage solution. I like that, because that's a hell of a game to store with all the chits. Talking about chits, check out the sale on the Chit Show this Sunday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time, p.m. I'll be selling all my games. Great deals. Cody and Ray of the Discriminating Gamer have 8 videos this week, and the first one is Forbidden Stars with Ray. Then Cody's top 10 games set in Russia. This guy, he's what like top 10 games set in Madagascar. I'm sure he's got it. Then Save South Vietnam unboxing with Ray. And War Room version 2, 2nd edition, plus Save Afghanistan, Comrade, and unboxing with Ray. And Star Trek Expedition plus expansion and unboxing with Ray. And Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle with Cody, which I'm not interested in Hogwarts. I don't know why, just not. And then Ray's Top 10 Game Designers, April 2025, with Ray. On the Discriminating Gamer. That fantastic channel, Indie Nidel's The Korean War Week by Week. This is week 43, and Truman dismisses MacArthur. April 15th, 1951. God, what an ego this guy had. And I think he wanted to invade China. He's pulling a bit of a Patton there, you know, when Patton wanted to get the Germans on the Allied side and go for Russia. I understand their strategic implications. Well, I understand. I mean, look at us now. That's all. The name of the game, one video, and it's how to play 1775 Rebellion, a game that I will be selling on the Chit Show, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Sunday. The Gentlemen of the Players Aid have 4 videos and a preview Race to Berlin by Portal Games. And then the Criterion Collection War Games Monthly Debrief Season 5 Episode 3 of March 2025. And then an unboxing of 2GM Tactics France and Total War by Draco Ideas. And then they play Virgin Queen by GMT. That looks like there's 7 people there. I think 2 teams and 1 overseer. GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer has 1 video, and it's Broken Arrow, and it's out in June, and it's a Russian gameplay preview on GIMPY Gamer. Tony of Tony's Board Life, 1 video, and it's the 8th Air Force, December 43, January 44. And yeah, Tony's Board Life. Todd, the Hugh Hefner of War Games. Wardy Role plays World War II, 2 videos. GTS Strike Counter-Strike Scenario 2, it's a plan, he says, or 2 plan. And then ASL Starter Kit Magazine in the house. On Wardy Role plays World War II, the Hugh Hefner of Wargaming. Wise Guy History, 1 video, and Learning/Introduction to OCS Fall Blau Case Blue, the 29th of June, 42 South, Scenario 7.6 from the OCS, a game Case Blue, I guess. Yeah, I hope I read that right. Yeah. For our Polish viewers, Michel of Wojennik TV in France, it's 3 videos, and it's a review of Twisted Fables, then The Sanctuary Endangered Species, and then I think an unboxing of sorry, I don't read Polish. Sorry, people. It's I mean, I could Google it, but I'm doing a live show. I can't Google it and just waste your time like I'm doing right now. And since I'm wasting your time, don't forget the Chit sale. I mean, the game sale on the Chit Show, Sunday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be selling games. That's what I'm saying. Probably, if you haven't heard. Cutesy Pootsy and Forever 27 Zilla Blitz. Mike has 4 videos. Strategos Overview and Gameplay. Ancient Combat Game. This is a PC game. Then Race to Berlin 2nd Edition. First look and overview. And Race to Berlin playthrough and gameplay. And then Raiders of the Deep Campaign Episode 10 March 1916. World War I U-boat game. Raiders of the Deep on Zilla Blitz. And last but not least, the Ballbuster. I mean, Big Brother. Ballbuster BB. Big Brother BB. You understand how I can get that mixed up. ID Jester has a slew of videos, and I will let you, the viewers, gaze upon myriad videos of Big Brother, the Overseer, the Boss, what he has done this week. And he reminds me to tell you that on the War Room, Gene Billingsley, none other than the owner, mastermind, and producer of GMT Games, will be on the War Room. I forgot when, excuse me, I forgot what time, But that's why you come here to get the facts. So ID Jester, what's he doing? A lot. What's he doing? A lot. There you go. ID Jester.
Howdy folks, Meandering Mike here, Man Cave of Madness, bi-weekly channel update time. 5 items, the bi-weekly update from 2 weeks ago that I forgot to post, didn't post it until just moments ago. 4 new items. It was a big week in terms of the milestone, which we'll talk about in a second. So the first item down there is unboxing CARROLL Decision Games minigame series. This is the Swedish-Polish War. There was many of them. Free history lesson there. Learn about different Polish-Swedish wars and which one this was part of. Very interesting. The big milestone is surpassing 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, my channel reached the big 1K milestone. This was a call to come help me celebrate, and up here on the top was the live stream that I did today to celebrate. We gave away games. We had played games online. I'm giving you a quick example of one here. Was, can you identify the game here? And of course the question answer was Britannia, the Avalon Hill version. We also had a quiz, and part of this CARROLL unboxing, there's a quiz about this free history lesson and the thing at the back. If you go watch that, you can figure out, did you get this quiz right? And there's other games like that. So thank you for all those that watched or didn't watch, but all the subscribers over the years that I've been doing this. Reach 1,000. Channel's not monetized, won't be monetized for a while, because 1,000 subscriber is the bar to entry. Actually, you can enter at 500 for a limited form of the partner program, but you need a whole bunch of watch hours, and we're only halfway there. And so the channel is not striving for monetization. We're just striving towards having interesting content, fun stuff that I can do, fun stuff that you can watch, things that you can go back and refer to, how to play as playthroughs, things like that. So we're going to just keep doing that. We'll make it up as we go along. We'll change at times. We'll pivot and adjust, but yeah, that's it. One more item here, an unboxing of Order of the Day Normandy, latest game from the Dietz Foundation. It's a diceless war game, uses cards, area movement, cards both. There's unit deck cards and combat deck. It can be played by 1 or 2 player. It looks pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it looks a lot of fun. So that's it for this 2 weeks, the big milestone. No idea what's coming up next. I might take a little break. Who knows? But to all those that have been a subscriber and those subscribers in the future, thank you very much. And if you're watching this segment on Dan Pincaldi's No Enemies Here, make sure you subscribe and support Dan's channel. So I'm sending it back to you, Dan, and all the good folks watching No Enemies Here. Ciao, y'all. Take care. Enjoy. Bye.
Black Cherry.
another show. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and support this fine channel that brings you the news that you can use. Yeah. Anyways, let me start by saying, first of all, anything I say on this show is a gag concerning people, this and that, like calling ID Jester Big Brother and all that. It's a gag. It's for fun. And if anybody is ever offended, that is the person that I am making fun with, please contact me and we will send it to the Department X. It's called the Disregard Department. But don't worry, we'll take a look at it. We will read every single letter. I promise. I'll make sure that the person does their job. Yeah, like usual. Anyways, life does take strange turns. Expect them. Planning, as Alan Watts says, is a little bit foolish. I understand what he's saying. Yes, we plan ahead just in case, but things happen where just in case is not what you planned ahead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. So, with me saying know what I'm saying, I'll see you next week. Remember to be nice and say hello to your fellow brother and sister, the particles that matter.
And I'm Grant.